Hi everyone, my name is Alice and sometimes I get lost in The Sims. So let's get lost together, shall we? Today I have a speed build for you and it's a huge one. Oh boy, so I never built something like this ever before, and actually it's a shell challenge, and it was the shell was created by Eryn with a Y, and she is doing a huge fantasy save file in Willow Creek. And yeah, when she uploaded this challenge, I was instantly inspired. I knew I wanted to do it because this is my chance to build big for once. I don't think it will happen often, to be honest, because it took ages to do. Everything took ages. Building it, recording it, and editing the video. It was a huge amount of work. But I had so much fun. So I saw this shell and it had this body of water underneath it, and I instantly thought of pirates. Pirates are a huge part of fantasy for me personally. I do live action roleplay when it's not Corona times and you can actually go out and meet people, obviously. And in Germany, that's quite a big thing. And I play a lot of fantasy LARP, and pirates are one of the favorites that people like to play. And I have been a pirate myself for a little while, for a few years ago. So yeah, that came to mind. So I made the cave beneath the castle, kind of the ship's garage. I don't know, they parked the ship there. And yeah, just simply pirates was too boring for me, so it needed to be even more special. And so it turned out to be fairy pirates. And I actually created the whole crew, and it's 8 Sims, but well, actually it's 7 Sims and 1 cat. Are the cats called Sims as well? It's a Sim cat, whatever. So we've got 7 Sims, 1 cat. And I will introduce you to this raggedy crew of pirates throughout the video. They are essentially part of the challenge, so obviously I want to introduce them to you. And if you paid attention, you will know that you cannot make fairies per se in The Sims 4. There were fairies in The Sims 3, and I really missed them because I really love to play with them. Actually in combination with horses. So I had a fairy family racing horses. Yeah, so that doesn't work in The Sims 4. Whatever. So I had to kind of make do with what I had. So I went for magical Sims. Is that the right term? Like the witches that came with Realm of Magic users? Whatever. So I went with them. And for them, you've got additional editing options like these pointy ears that fairies and elves have. So I made use of that. So let me introduce you to the captain. His name is Goldbeard, and he is a materialistic sim, and he's very self-assured and romantic, which could turn out to become quite an issue because he's married to his wife and she is quite jealous, so there's some potential for conflict there. And I had the issue that, well, obviously I was dealing with the pre-made shape of this castle, and then I had to figure out the floor plan. And it's obvious that the captain needs to have some kind of captain's working table where he can make important decisions on where to hunt for treasures next. And at first I wanted to do it inside his bedroom, but it didn't work out at all. So finally his workplace ended up next to the dining table. I'm not sure if that is a weird spot or not. Maybe it's not, because the dining table for a pirate crew is also where the captain is holding his big speeches and everyone gets together in the evening. So he's kind of watching everyone from where he's working, and then he can complain a lot about the noise and whatnot. I tried to incorporate a lot of maps and globes and everything like ship and sea related into the build decoration wise, because I thought it matched the pirate crew. this little area under the stairs became kind of like a place where they put treasures and their collection of wines and whatnot, whatever the pirates need and like to assemble. And then we've got this living room with a fireplace. Yeah, and obviously I was trying to do the decoration as like historically looking as it is possible in The Sims. And the kitchen was actually kind of fun to do, so I came up with this idea to hang all these dead fishes on the wall. And we will meet the cook later. He's a bit of a slob, so it's very fitting to his character as well. Yeah, I really was having fun with this. So thank you so much, Eryn, for getting me out of my comfort zone. So this is Stingray. He's just one of the crew members, and he's the cat lover in the crew, and he's also squirmish. So he's not the perfect pirate, let's say. And then this cat Flounder. And they live in this little room up here on the first floor. And Stingray is the only one in the crew who's actually pursuing a magical aspiration, and therefore he has some magical items in his room, and also obviously everything cat related. And Flounder also has everything he needs. He has his little bed, and out on the little balcony in front of the door there is the cat toilet and another scratching tree. Is that the right word? I don't know. So the crew members have different statuses, so the rooms are not all the same size. It's time to meet the wife of Captain Goldbeard. Her name is Felicity, and her aspiration is to be a master thief. And she's jealous, a snob, and outgoing. And now I'm doing the bedroom of both of them, and it's maybe more of Felicity's area where she likes to hang out, and she has this little knitting basket and chair, and also her like beauty table where she does her makeup. And then the two of them have this big, huge balcony. Of course, the captain has to have the privilege of having the biggest balcony of all of them. And I put some planters out there and some tables to sit and hang out and relax, whatever. It's probably also more a space that Felicity uses, while the captain is busy doing captain-y things. And this is Blood Red Anne, and she's the captain's right hand, and she secretly wants his post. So she wants to be leader of the pack, and she's mean and hot-headed, so she's a bit of a difficult character, but I thought that was funny. And, well, Blood Red Anne obviously also has a blood red room, and yeah, I actually think this is one of the nicest rooms in the build. I really like this bedding with the patchwork, and she also has this little balcony with a sunbed. The corridor on the first floor is an area where they can play chess, read a book. So finally meet the cook, Lucas Seaweed Bones, and he has the aspiration of becoming a good cook, and he likes to eat, but he's also a slob, and he doesn't like to be in relationships, which is the root of another conflict in the crew, because he actually has a kid with another crew member you will meet shortly. So as he is a slob, obviously his room is really dirty and stuff is lying around everywhere on the floor. It's the dirtiest room in the house. I thought it was funny that the cook is the dirtiest person of them all. So meet Bella Blackfin. She's the unfortunate mother of his child, and she is a kleptomaniac, likes music and art, so you will see me decorating her room with a lot of stolen musical instrument and artwork. And yeah, she had an affair with the cook, with the slobby cook. Why ever? Maybe because he was the only available not squirmish guy on board or something. And out of this came little Scamp, who we will meet in a little bit. So it's definitely not a loving little family that they have there. I'm not sure what the relationships between Cook and little Scamp are, but if you would decide to play this household, you could find out, I guess. Scamp always ends up having to do everything everyone else doesn't want to because he's just a kid. So, Talking about him, let's meet little Scamp. He is a kleptomaniac just like his mom and is active, or like in the active aspiration. And he has a very little room for the very little Scamp. There wasn't room for much more, so I don't know what he's gonna do when he grows up, so that will be some more conflict happening right there. So he's got this dollhouse to play with, and also there's a swing set in the garden, and that's pretty much it. But there's a mouse living in his room, so that's a great point of concern for him. He's always getting upset about that. Now we get already to the outside. Yeah, I was just trying to find stuff that would match the pirate and like fantasy historical theme, I guess. And a shisha, well, it's not a shisha, it's a bubble machine or whatever it's called. Felt quite fitting to me because I know it from live roleplay that a lot of people like to smoke shishas, so that's very fitting, I think. And then, as I already told you, Finn Ray is the one who's actually pursuing his magical aspirations. So he has this kettle, this magic kettle over there, and is actually also using it. And yeah, the swing set for Little Tramp, or obviously I think the adults will use it from time to time as well. And the rest is pretty much decoration. So I added some piratey stuff like a cannon. And obviously I had to hide the pool edges and make it look more like a natural body of water. And also a bit later in the build, I decided that they kind of made an artificial little beach in front of the castle. There's some beach towels, and yeah, I thought it was just a bit fun. So I actually made the body of water in front of the house a bit smaller. And then I replaced this children's play ship with a proper model ship, sized it up, and that's their pirate ship now. So we are nearing the screenshots. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. I upload new videos every Tuesday and Saturday, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!